Yo, and welcome. This is it. I've got the keys literally this morning, so just brought the van in. I did literally my final job this morning, then that's it. So yeah, this is my unit. Bigger when I thought I was going home after I went and viewed it, went home, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it, made loads of plans and whatnot, and then I turned up this morning going, oh, where's the rest of it? But never mind. For this, I mean, I put this on Instagram, this is an absolute dream come true for me. I've always wanted a unit. Beforehand, it was for absolutely no reason at all other than, you know, a man's man cave really, to build stuff, to play with stuff, to put stuff. The fact that I can bring my van in, I spent over the weekend, I now understand when people say, oh, I'm getting a unit, you know, I'm setting a business up, it costs a lot of money. Oh my God, have I spent a lot of money over the past, well, 5 days since I've signed it. I want to get stuff in preparation, so like racking, paint, fire extinguishers, heaters, smoke machine obviously. I bought a smoke machine for absolutely no reason at all, 25 quid. Boom, done. And then I'm able to bring over stuff that I wouldn't normally have set up. So I've got a big Bosch chop saw with the stand and the rails. Loads of stuff at home stock wise. The plan is I'm going to put all the racking across here. This might change quite a lot, I'm not sure, but it's going to be a new exciting thing for me, and the fact that I've got this now, and it's all thanks to you guys that watch, because YouTube's helped me afford this and fund this, and to do more content in a controlled environment. Like I said before, I can try new products out, I can do stuff. So yeah, got a little toilet, world's smallest toilet. I'm potentially going to do a little kitchen off here, just with the sink, and be a beer fridge underneath. Not with beer, but for milk. Hopefully this is going to be the studio where I film in. So I did put a pencil line on the floor, which is there. So it will come out 3 meters off this wall, and then that's there going to be a filming area. But running over, I know I'm waffling a lot, so keep up. Electrics in it are crap. You can see the strip lights hanging from the ceiling. That one doesn't even have anything in it. That one. But they're all going to get changed to bay lights. This trunking running across here. I think, well, I've already spoken to the landlord and he's fine. I can do whatever I want to it within reason. Anything I do is going to upgrade it. I think I'm going to rip all this out, put some new sockets down. I think I'm going to do tray work across, new lights, bay lights, all that sort of stuff beyond sensors, the board. Oh, cool. There's a nice little hole in there. Some flexicon. This is the metal flexicon. Ooh, next level. A nice bit of tray for absolutely nothing. So yeah, today's video was showing it off. I'm going to put the racking together. I'm going to do the stud wall, and I've got the next 4 days off to do as much as I physically can in here and to plan it out. But yeah, just genuinely really excited to start in here and get some heating on really. Right, so let's be good. This is phase one. Phase one, let's get some racking up. Let's get the stuff up. This is literally a third of the stuff I bought, so I'll run through all the stuff in a bit. Gonna get all the racking together. All the stuff I'll show, I'll put links off Amazon if anyone's interested, because I always get questions, which just sound like you're intrigued. How much stuff costs? Amazon links, all below. Racking, jet heater, fire extinguisher. One thing I will mention is I bought a fire extinguisher, which is there, and I only think it was £18, something like that. And it made me think, why the hell don't I have one at home? Some people might already have that watch this, but I don't. I remember my dad had one when I lived at home years and years ago. For 18 quid, it's a powder one. Very scientific explanation, obviously. But you can use electrical fires, you can use all different types of fires. It's 18 quid, so I bought 2 and one's kept at home. And I'm showing my eldest lad to use it over the weekend. So if you don't have one at home, why don't you have one at home? Because what would happen if we had a fire at home, in my house, let's say tonight, I would try and put it out with water. If there's electrical fire, the only thing I could do is try and isolate the supply and go outside, ring the fire brigade and watch my house burn down. At least if I've got a fire extinguisher, I can try and put it out. So I'll put a link below. If you don't have one, Jesus Christ, just have a look at one and buy one, save the hassle. But yeah, I was gonna do time lapses of all this stuff, but equally none of you lot want me to see me go put it together. So I'll get this up, and then we're going to nip over to measure up for the stud wall that I'm going to put over here. We'll go B&Q, we'll get that up. I've just been on the phone 16 times, just set my chop saw up, So that's up. This is the first, I bought this when I did my auntie's kitchen 3-4 years ago, and then they got separated. That's been living at my mum's and that's been living at mine, so they're back together now, they're happy. But now also I've got to set 2 hoovers, dust extractors that will clip into the back, so hopefully most of the dust will be collected. But equally still, I don't know where stuff's going yet. We're gonna wing it. I can't do any of the electrics until I've got stuff up, because the moment I cut this off, all the lights go off, and when I do the lights, I'm gonna need a scissor lift as well. So I'm gonna make the phone calls today, so if I can get one tomorrow. The light should be turned up today, and that means I can start ripping stuff out. I'll just give myself a commando socket with a lamp. Obviously I can leave the door open, it will let some light in, but yeah. Person with no experience whatsoever trying to do this by himself, so we'll see how it turns out. Anyway, let's do a transition. So we'll stand here, and we'll look there, and we'll go, whoop. Done. Literally 2.5 hours later, because a guest turned up. Mr. Turner, Aaron, you've all seen him before. That's done now. My next plan is, because all the scaffold tubes, scaffold boards, everything, because I'm going to make things out of that, I turn up tomorrow. And the scissor lift, I'm going to go and inquire about that now and get that arriving tomorrow to do the lights. I've got to do this in stages, think about it systematically, a good word. Tray work all across the top, all the way around, badly, because I've not done tray work for 8-9 years. So today I'm going to go to B&Q, I've made measurements, so what I've decided, I'm not going to make a studio and a podcast thing separate. So now I'm going to do a stud wall across here, ending about here. I think it's 340 by 220. Yeah. So done. Plywood or chipboard, let's see what's cheaper. Right, so I'm back at the unit now. It's took a lot longer than I thought. It's just sorting paperwork out for scissor lift, so that's ordered for tomorrow. I'm not sure if this is going to be one video and that'll be the other video. Anyway, I've nipped home, grabbed some more stuff turned from Amazon, and also some lights from JCC. So they've sent me the Tough Bay lights, retrofit 150. So they have a microwave sensor on them as well. So I ordered all the chains, they should be turned up tomorrow. So that's the scissor lift. So I'm going to put, they've sent me 4. They worked out a wiring diagram for me and the looks and the size of the room and all that sort of stuff, but I asked for 4, probably only going to fit 3, because I'm not going to fit a light, because for the moment I'm not putting a roof over the top of the studio, so I'm not going to put any direct light above, so I'm just going to measure 3 out across where I can, but that's for tomorrow's job. I'm going to try and get a stud frame up now, a chop saw out, because some div put a false floor in his van. I had to get the guy to cut down all the sheets for me so I can get them all in. So I bought 6 sheets of 9mm chipboard, or whatever you want to call it. What do people call it? Yep, some 9mm wood and some CLS. I was going to make it thicker, but Reese, who you've seen from loads of other videos where I did the light wall, he's done his in stud, but mine are going to be scaffold pole framed across and all tied in, so it should be nice and secure for me to tie everything to. So I'll stick you on the side, I'll report back every now and then, but yeah, it's going to be, well, let's try and get it done in an hour. How's that sound? Batteries are about to run flat on this one, so I have to change it over in a sec. There's our stud wall, it's 220i, it is 340 wide. I've altered the noggin height, obviously, so I can screw in. So, happy with that, didn't take too long as well. Chop saw, obviously the bottom, the CLS is yourself, you buy it in 2.4 up to 2400. So just put a bit of a joint from there and there, which is solid enough. I'll get the laser out and we'll get it level, where is it? See here. Drag this across for a stand. So if I put this out here and take that away, and that's lasered, so I can self-level that against the wall over there. To be honest with you, it isn't far off at all. Get that marked out, and then measure it off the wall either end to make sure it's a square room. Right, so I'm fairly happy with that so far. To be fair, got our fixings in the floor, that's nice and solid. It's against the wall. I've just chucked a few sheets up to make sure I got all the measurements. So because I had to get these sheets cut down, they're normally 120 wide. I got them cut down smack bang on in half. Not quite 120, I think they're 121. So they worked out. So that's why I did my studs this distance. I did them 600 wide, obviously except for the end because that's an offcut. So I could literally just screw these straight to it, either side. I'm not going to do much more because I'm running late, having my tea, and I've got to do EGTE Christmas podcast tonight. So I'm putting electrics down here, so we're going to have a workbench down here, so I'm going to do sockets across the top. I'm going to do a high level socket, equally high level socket, and probably 2 level sockets, low level sockets on here. This is going to be a studio size, which is more than ample, as you can see. This bit's being left open for the time being because what I'm going to do in future videos, when the scaffold and scaffold boards, I'm going to make a wheelable workbench and a podcast table that I can bring in and out, made out of scaffold tubes, scaffold boards. So I wanted a wide entrance so I could wheel them in and out. So yeah, I'm well chuffed. Hopefully there's enough content in this video to be interesting for you guys. I've got massive plans for it all. I'm going to give it all a paint the floor, paint the walls, redo the electrics. Can't redo the electrics till I do the lights. Scissor lift's ordered tomorrow. I've got the lights for tomorrow. I'm waiting for the chain to turn up in the post tonight. So fingers crossed, next video you'll see is me fitting all the lights, redoing some of the electrics. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. I got off the phone and then started putting some more boards up, forgot about recording. So yeah, I'll stop waffling. There'll be more content in the next episode, obviously with the scissor lift, taking all these down, redoing that. So I'm by myself because it's Christmas break and Adam's off. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Please remember to subscribe. I'm really trying to hit 30k before the end of the year. If not, this video already comes out at the end of the year. So we'll see. Anyway, see you soon.